Hey traders, Control the Trade back again. Looking at Tilray, which has been destroyed today, and thankfully I got out of it a while back once it broke the support that we talked about earlier, and it sliced through the gap. I was long gone, thankfully, and now I have some resting buy orders down below. Looking for it to come into my next number here in somewhere around 34 and change. Take a look at a daily chart. So we still have this gap here. We opened at 35.18. So if it spikes down through 35.18 and keeps going, then well, that's big trouble. You got the 20 period moving average down here for support. You have my important number of 34.10 right here, which was right near the low of this candle. So you also have that as support. 34.26 would be support. So I'm just looking to see if this starts flushing down around 2:30, 2:35 Eastern time. See if I can get a closer look here. Okay. Pretty ugly candle right here. We're about to make new lows for the day, which is very bearish. There's really not much we can do with this. I'm just hoping to maybe get a bounce and then get out because it's still so bearish. It's not worth taking a trade like this late in the day, but I like to look if something comes into one of my numbers. I want to try to play it. There's our new low, 35.53. These are just small orders right now. Let's see, it's 35.06, 34.77, 34.13. I might need to change a couple of those numbers, but we're getting it's a huge dump off right now. I can't believe this thing was at 77 and now down to 35.16. The only reason I went live is because I saw this start to break and started to see it come towards this number. Getting close. You can see it just melting away right now. So I'm guessing the SPY must be falling down a little bit too. Let's see. That's kind of teetering. I like to use the SPY as a barometer for the entire market, although there's going to be outliers like Tilray obviously that are doing their own thing. And while we're waiting for it to do its thing, here's another one I was looking at. As long as we stay above the 20 period moving average on the 10-minute chart, this looks good. Tried to flush traders out a few times here, you can see. And it's been building back up. It definitely has a little bit more room to run, although I think it's kind of run its course for the day. Sometimes you'll see these things run after hours though. Let's go back. 35.10, another new low. And once you start making new lows for the day and you break the opening lows, it's kind of a slippery slope there, and you just keep going until you find support somewhere. It's really not moving fast enough to get a good bounce so far. You need more of that panic selling. I'll give it a couple more minutes and then just going to wrap this video up. It's been a really slow day in the market actually. It's been quiet. SPY does not look good right now on the 10-minute chart. But the overall trend is bullish, so follow the overall trend. Looked at that one earlier, so I'm going to see what's going on with that one. GME's falling apart again, but it's kind of stabilizing right now. That's a mess. Once we broke the low here, that was a very bearish move. It's time to get out. UAA chart still looks good. just off the top of my head, thinking of some other charts that people have requested. This one's been looking great. Scorpio. I like it on a swing trade basis or a longer term buy hold right now. Oh, we just got filled until I missed the actual until right. Let's see what's going on. We spiked it just like we talked about. We got more velocity, 33.50. Let's see where I got in. What were those buys? I probably bought it too high. You know, it's funny, I canceled an order that was 33.70 earlier. Thought it was no way I was going to get there. Let's see, I got in around like mid 34 range on average. 34.45 it looks like. Not getting the best reaction off this low right now. 33.50's got to hold. If not, it's a dead trade and I look for the next level. I could just dump this if I can get a quick buck off of it. A couple bucks. But I'm hoping for a bigger reaction here, up to like 37. A lot of volume on this candle. At 33.50 spike low, it takes a lot of the, I think it takes a lot of the people that have stop losses out. Just crushes them, because I'm sure people had stop losses around the low of yesterday's low, I would think. So let's see if this can hold. Not looking good. Taking a look at a few more time frames just to see what else might be going on here. 4-hour time frame. There's support down at 31.38, 31.37. So wouldn't be surprised if we saw another spike. Might have to dump this one. Usually should use stop losses here. I just did this real quick. It's a small order. And yeah, it's not looking too good. Most of the time, maybe if this was earlier, you'll get a much bigger reaction from support like that. And we did get a little bit of a reaction, as you saw, and now it's just kind of hanging around. I'm gonna dump it, at least part of it. I can always jump back in if the trend changes. Right now, the trend is just awful on this one. We've gone this far. Let's keep the video rolling for another minute here, just to see how this candle plays out. Personally, I mean, I respect my numbers. I obviously respect my own numbers, so I'll be happy if it stays above 34.10. For starters, that would be a good start. If I'm not dumping it, that is. So far, so good. It's doing it now. I'm going to set some alerts while I'm waiting. Yeah, this is it's not the reaction that you want. Like I said, you shouldn't. Trading this late in the day also doesn't help. It's mostly you're trading against computers. A lot of volume on this candle. Almost 5 million shares traded on this 10-minute candle. Until Tilray, this is a good example of you can't buy and hold these kind of things when they're moving like this. As tempting as it is, when it was at 77 yesterday, a lot of people think, oh, it's going to 100, and then a day like today happens, wipes everybody back out. Maybe gives the shorts a chance to save some face and cover, or maybe they're being stubborn and doubling down, which is probably more likely. I will say yesterday's daily close, though, was not a good looking close. Actually, it was, when you get a red candle like this, it's not, that looks like a topping candle. This is a truly ugly day right now. You never want to see a day like this if you're long a stock. But there's still some time left in the day. What's our low here? It's 34.26, and we're at 34.62. We're right there, near my number, near the low, the gap, everything. We're kind of all in this zone right now. Yeah, don't feel good about this, and I've said that a bunch of times. I think it's time to just cut and become a spectator again. See if the next level goes down, and maybe we'll see some different activity after hours. Maybe we'll see some green after hours. Well, thanks for watching. And remember, don't let the trade control you.